an 89X sports presentation.
The beginning of a new chapter in Lincoln College basketball.
Romine puts it up and in, and it's good! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes just won the AIA Conference Championship on a buzzer beater.
Lincoln College NAIA basketball action on 89X is brought to you by Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. Your CBD store on Broadway, just off the square in Lincoln. The State Bank of Lincoln, now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company. The Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative. The United Way of Logan County. And by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln.
And welcome back to another edition of Lady Lynx basketball, this time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm Spencer Davis, and I'm flanked by my partner, Adam Hoffman. Adam, the last time we saw this Lady Lynx team, they were on the wrong end of a 69-109 loss to St. Xavier.
Yeah, it really was a tough game for us. St. Xavier is 21 in the country when we played them, and we really hung in there in the first half despite 31 first-half turnovers. But in the second half, St. Xavier definitely started to play like that ranked team that they were, and they really started to pull away in that one.
The team that they're playing tonight, Cardinal Stritch, they're 1-6. It's definitely a winnable game. The Wolves are coming off of a loss to Olivet Nazarene, 72-100 on last Saturday, led by Kara Shimko. What can we expect from these Wolves?
You know, they're a very balanced team. They have a lot of different girls that can score. They're definitely led by Ella Denny, who comes in averaging 15 points per game. And, you know, they're a pretty decent team. They're not a very good three-point shooting team. 27% for the team on the year, and they go 32.9 rebounds per game. We should win that rebound battle pretty simply.
We talked about the problems that they had after the game, their last game. What can the Lynx improve on? What do you expect to see better from the Lynx today?
We definitely have more roster today. We're only running about 7 girls last game. A lot of different girls in the starting lineup for Coach Crawford as well. Just a lot of new faces that we haven't really seen play yet. So hopefully just new life in our team can help us come away with a big win here, first one of the year.
And if we're trying to limit the inside presence of Tomaszewski that the Wolves have, what do you expect? Who do you expect to step up?
I think it's got to be Montero. You know, she's not the tallest girl. Tomaszewski stands at 6'2". So, I mean, she's definitely going to be one of the tallest girls out there, if not the tallest girl at all times. So Montero's getting the start today. I hope that, you know, she comes out with just energy and she can really play some defense. And then we got Bankole coming off the bench today, just standing at 6'1". So, you know, we have size to go up against, you know, Cardinal Stritch's size, but hopefully we can just kind of limit their post presence today.
It's going to be a very, very fun game. Warm-up's starting to wrap up.
So do you have a player of the game to watch, Spencer? Anybody that you're just really eager to see play for the Lynx? Anybody?
Well, we mentioned earlier that there are 3 new starters that have not played yet this year, so I'm looking forward to see these new faces and see what they can kind of contribute. And we're going to take a break for the national anthem and lineup. Stick with us because you're listening to Lady Lynx basketball on WLNX.
Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln is proud to be a sponsor this season of Lincoln College men's and women's basketball on 89X and on LCTV. Thanks to their generous support, you'll never miss a single broadcast this season as the Lynx compete in NAIA action. Grau Chevrolet Buick has served the Lincoln and surrounding area with new and used vehicles, along with a complete service department since 1953. Grau is open Monday through Friday between 8 and 7 and on Saturdays 8 to 3. Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln at 1905 North Kickapoo.
Benefits of quitting tobacco begin within 20 minutes. Within 24 hours, your chance of a heart attack decreases. Whether it is smoking, vaping, or chewing tobacco, we know it is hard to quit. Let Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital help. We are offering free one-on-one sessions with our on-site specialists to help you quit tobacco products. Yes, quitting tobacco can be a challenge, but it's one of the best things you can do for your health. Quitters always win, and you can too. Call 217-605-5111 for more information.
CBD, cannabidiol, a compound found in industrial hemp plants, has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. Your CBD store is located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store, just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook. Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things Country Financial stands for. More than just an office you pass by driving through town. Neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community. Contact your local Country Financial representative, Michelle Bauer, today at 211 South Main in Lincoln. Call 217-735-9705 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA Championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA Championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
And welcome back to Milwaukee, where we have Lady Lynx basketball here. I'm just getting to the starting lineups. Adam, give us the starting lineups.
We'll do first here for the Lynx. They're getting introduced first. First up for the Lynx, number 0, Centavia Grant. Number 12, Talia Montero. Number 15, Hunter Thacker. Number 20, Mariel Wade. And number 3, Autumn Gorham. Spencer, a lot of different new faces here for the Lynx. I mean, anybody that you're really eager to see for the first time.
We haven't really gotten to see any of these new players play, so I'm excited to see how they mesh with each other. Hopefully it gives us a little bit better ball handling.
Yeah, definitely something we struggled with in the last game. So now we'll swing it over here to for Cardinal Stritch, the Wolves. They're coming in at a 1-4 record, and they're starting tonight. Number 5, Tamia Stotts. Number 10, Marta Gaera. Number 15, Kara Shimko. Number 20, Natalie Tomaszewski. And number 22, Ella Denny.
Tomaszewski's a 6'2 forward, as you mentioned earlier, so it'll be interesting. It's interesting to see the Lynx go smaller to start this game here.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, a smaller lineup, really with Montero kind of being our center, really. I only sit at 5'8". I think that has to go with how much we struggled last game just getting the ball across half court with that press. So maybe we're trying to get as many ball handlers out there as we can.
And the Wolves look to run in transition a lot, so I presume they're trying to get a little bit more speed out there to kind of combat that.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely a transition team, so we're just going to have to stop them in transition. One thing I want to mention, Spencer, we have not seen this year, but we both teams are required at all times to wear their masks, even when playing. And I'm going to say, I mean, if I was playing and I had to wear a mask, it'd probably affect me a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be something. It's something to kind of keep an eye on, see how the players react to it, especially with it slipping down your nose. It seems like that's the biggest problem it's going to have.
Yeah, he did say it. We do realize it probably will slide down your nose, but we ask you to please keep your mask on at all times. So it's definitely something different we haven't seen yet. Eager to see how it goes.
It will certainly seem like that. We've got Tomaszewski and Montero jumping. Tip goes to the Wolves. And Stotts will bring it up for the Wolves on the right side of the floor. Thumbs up, calling her play. Tomaszewski swings over for Gaera. Caught at the top of the key by Shimko. Swings. Stotts drives. Loses the handle on it. Foul is called on the ground. See who this one will go on. It's going to go on the new starter, Centavia Grant, her first foul.
Yeah, it's kind of a very weak foul in my opinion. It looked like she lost the ball before she even got fouled, so I'm surprised that one got called so early.
Shimko, top of the key, 3 is good.
It's great play there from Shimko, just getting open on the perimeter, just knocking down a 3.
Gets the scoring open, 3-0 Wolves here. Here we have Grant, middle of the floor, setting up the offense. Wolves in the 2-3 zone here. Grant swings over. to Wade. Back to Gorham. Wade, three-pointer from the right wing is good. The money ball is sunk.
Yeah, not really that much ball movement there. Like 2 passes there led to an open 3. Wade knocks it down.
Wade gets her first points as a Lynx, knocking down that three-pointer. Tomaszewski swings over for Shimko. Now Stotts, top of the key. Tomaszewski, three-pointers up, and that one's good. Three-pointers getting...
Yeah, I mean, Tomaszewski, she's going to be hard to guard if she can definitely come out and knock down that three-pointer. Standing at 6'2", definitely going to be a player to watch out for.
Here's a press put on by the Wolves, and there's a turnover by the Lynx. Stotts now slowing down the offense, spreading out the floor. Stotts gets it to Shimko on the right wing. Gets it to Tomaszewski in the short corner. Jumper is good. Tomaszewski, good stroke there.
Yeah, face it up like she's Tim Duncan in the short corner there. Just a nice, easy jumper.
Now the Lynx pushing it up a little bit quicker here, trying to beat the press. Here's Gorham, swings, Wade, left wing. Looking to get it to Montero in the post. Montero looking to set a screen. Wade kicks it out. Grant. And a timeout is taken by Coach Crawford and the Lynx.
Yeah, it's definitely a very early timeout here for Coach Crawford. And it's definitely, like you said, just a lot of ball movement there, just not really much happening.
Lincoln College basketball on WLNX and LCTV is brought to you by the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative, who reminds you the benefits of quitting tobacco begins within 20 minutes. Whether it's smoking, vaping, or chewing tobacco, we know it's hard to quit. Let Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital help. Quitting tobacco can be one of the best things you can do for your health. Quitters always win. Call 217-605-5111 for more information.
Yeah, definitely a very early timeout here for Coach Crawford. I mean, only 2 minutes into the game. It's just, we're having a tough time breaking that press. I think Crawford wants to fix this before it gets out of hand, because definitely had trouble with the press last game.
They're definitely going to look to limit Tomaszewski here. Here is Grant. Grant goes right, kicks to Gorham. Right wing. Gorham between the legs, gets back to Grant in the corner. She dribbles out, swings. Gorham, top of the key, three-pointers up. No good off the backboard. Denny with the rebound. She gets it to Gaera. Gaera pushing it up the floor. Shimko on the right wing. Pull-up jumper from the baseline is good.
Nice easy bucket transition there. Just pull-up. No one decided to guard her, so just an easy pull-up there.
Lynx down. 3-10 here. Gorham pushes it up. Ball gets tipped by Tomaszewski. Wade, three-pointer from the left side. No good. Offensive rebound, Gorham. Gets it to Thacker. Thacker led the team in scoring in the last game. Gets it over to Wade on the left side. Wade drives, kicks. Gorham, three-pointer from the right side. No good again. Here's Stotts now, pushing up the floor for the Wolves. 4-on-2 break. Gets it to Denny. Denny absorbs some contact, gets fouled. Basket is no good.
Yeah, definitely got hammered there from Gorham. And I like this, what we're seeing from the Lynx so far. Not afraid to shoot that outside shot. And we've definitely just been really pulling the trigger from the outside early.
Denny goes to the line after getting fouled. She'll have 2 shots here. Denny leading her team in scoring with 15.1 per game. Knocks down the first free throw. Got 7:16 left here in the first quarter of this Lynx trip to Milwaukee to take on Cardinal Stritch. And the second free throw spins in and is good. Lynx down 3-12 now. Grant swings it up the sideline, gets it to Thacker. Thacker steps behind the three-point line, puts it up, no good. Shimko, rebound, pushing it, center of the floor, gets it to Denny, who's on the break. Stops, sets her feet, misses the layup, but gets her own miss and puts it in.
Definitely an assist killer right there from Denny. She gets her own miss and puts it back up after the nice dime there from Shimko.
Gorham, nice bounce pass at Thacker to break the pass. Another great bounce pass to Montero, and the basket counts.
That's what Montero is the best at, just being in really good position down low, and she gets a nice bucket there plus the foul.
New entry here for the Lynx. Iona Slaughter checks in for Thacker. Lynx did a good job of handling the press there.
Yeah, I think their key now is just as soon as they get the ball, they're just trying to heave it up court to whoever's there.
Here's Montero taking her foul shot to try to convert the end one. It is good. 6:14 in favor of the Wolves. Stotts now bringing the ball up for the Wolves. Center of the floor, kick Shimko. It's over to Denny on the left wing. Tomaszewski over to Denny. Denny baseline, tries to spin out of it. Stotts now right wing. She drives, absorbs contact, but kind of initiated it. No call. Gorham now left side. She's got it. Crossover to jump stop. Gets it to Wade. Grant now. Middle of the floor crossover goes left. Swings. Ball gets tipped and stolen by Denny. Denny now left side. She pushes it up the floor. Bounce passes to Shimko. Great pass.
That all comes off of the turnover in their end. That's really what the Wolves are trying to do. As soon as that ball gets tipped, they are running down the floor to try to get an easy layup.
Here's Gorham. Gets trapped. Ball gets tipped. Now Stotts up the floor to Shimko. Shimko, easy left-handed layup and in.
Their ball pressure is amazing, but every time we throw a pass, it seems like there's a hand in a passing lane. They're just doing a really good job of just getting aggressive.
Bounce pass to the center of the floor. Here's Slaughter. Bounce pass Wade. Three-pointer from the left side is up and no good. Back iron. Montero offensive rebound. Puts it up and in.
Haven't seen a post touch from Montero yet, but she's making her presence known down low with that offensive rebound and a putback.
8-18 is the score with 5:30 left here in the first quarter. Here's Shimko on the left wing. Gets it to a cutting Tomaszewski. She puts it up over Montero and good on the left side.
That's just simple. That she's just so much taller than the defense. She just went right over our girl.
And Wade kind of mishandles it and throws it out of bounds, so the ball will go to the Wolves.
We're going to see Clea Montero come in for the first time for the Lady Lynx, I would assume, just for some more height out there. She's going to take the place of Wade.
So we've got Gaera pushing it in here to Stotts. Stotts walks it up the center of the floor. She gets over to the new entry, Dilly, for the Wolves. Now Tomaszewski. Over to Gaera. Three-pointers up, no good. And a rebound by Wade. Grant now, right side. She drives, slows down, gets it to Gorham. Gorham into the post for Bancoli. Bancoli puts it up and in. There's that post presence.
Yeah, that post presence, just a nice seal off there from Bancoli. Lob it right over Tomaszewski.
Tomaszewski at top of the key, gets it over to Gaera. Gaera looks for the cutting Shimko. Shimko catches, kicks out, Stotts, swings. Tomaszewski left corner, three-pointers up and good.
The Lady Wolves are so good at just relocating after they pass the ball. As soon as they give up the ball, they're relocating to a different spot to find open shots.
Tomaszewski hits her second three of the game here and gives her 8-point Slaughter, middle of the floor. Passed it over to Gorham. Gorham, baseline jumper from the left side, no good. Bancoli, offensive rebound, puts it up, and a foul is called.
Yeah, it's another great play there from Bancoli, just finding her way underneath the basket, and she gets in great position on those offensive rebounds, trying to put it back in.
Lincoln College basketball on WLNX and LCTV is brought to you by the United Way of Logan County, who asks you to join the United Way of Illinois Equity Challenge to gain a deeper understanding about the impact inequality has on our community. Because united, we can create a stronger community. Text 21-WEEK to 41444. Once again, text 21-WEEK to 41444. First free throw is no good there from Bancoli, but she'll get her second shot here. Trying to reduce the deficit to 12 points. That one spins out. Montero, though, offensive rebound, puts it up and in.
This Lynx team is so good at getting on the offensive glass, but sooner or later we got to see those free throws fall. They're free shots.
Stotts now with it. Wolves up 23-12 on the Lynx. Here's Shimko. She goes right off the screen, kicks out Stotts, right wing. Swings Tomaszewski, Gaera. Billy, deep three-pointer, bang.
Closing. The Lady Wolves, they are just firing on all cylinders from the three-point line, and they're all going in. Unfortunately for the Lynx, we got to get some shots to fall.
Montero in the post, kicks it out. Gorham thought about a three, will swing over Slaughter. Gorham goes left, kicks out. Grant, three-pointer from the left side, got it. Both teams putting on a clinic.
Yeah, responding back with a three of her own there from Grant, just wide open there in the corner.
Grant's first points as a Lynx. So welcome to Lincoln College. Here's Stotts on the right side. Hands off to Dilly. Dilly on the right side. Tomaszewski, top of the key. Shimko, left side now. Gets it into the post for Dilly. Dilly squares up, bounce pass. Tomaszewski on a great cut, puts it in.
Yeah, these Lady Wolves are so good at just moving the ball. It just, every time someone gets double or slightly, they find the open person for a shot.
Gorham goes left, all the way left. Goes baseline, kicks out, but stolen by Stotts. Stotts now, middle of the floor. 2-on-1 break, bounce pass. Gaera puts it up and in. 15-30 now.
How unselfish this team is. I mean, no one's trying to take it themselves. They're always just trying to find the open lady, and every time it seems like they're just getting a great shot.
Bankole gets a post touch and gets fouled, and she'll go to the line again.
Bankole is so good at kind of distorting her body and kind of wrapping her arms around a different direction. And it seems like she always gets some contact on her arms, and it's going to be a foul 100% of the time.
So Bankole will head to the free throw line, her second trip tonight. As the Lynx are down 15-30 here in the first quarter, 2:36 left. And a couple of new entries here for the Wolves. Sydney Nicola checks in, as well as Merrill Steele. Bankole's first, front rim, backboard, and in.
I mean, we just got to get, if Bankole's going to go to the line this many times a game, she's got to start hitting at least 70% of her free throws. That would really help us.
Bankole's second shot is back iron, no good. Montero, offensive rebound, puts it up, and she gets fouled. Montero just imposing her will as an offensive rebounder.
Yeah, she's such a great offensive rebounder. I've watched her play for 3 years now, and that's the way she plays. She just attacks so hard on that offensive glass, and she usually gets rewarded for it with a nice, easy putback.
Montero, while she did not get the putback, does go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. First is good. Almost a carbon copy of Bankole's first free throws. Front iron, backboard, and in. Montero now, second shot. Is also good. Lynx down 18-30 now. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Stotts, middle of the floor. Slowing things down a little bit, calling her play. Lynx in a 2-3 zone. Here's Nicola. She's on the left side. Dribbles to the center of the floor, gets the high post. Stotts, kicks out. Guyare, three-pointer from the left wing. Front iron, and through.
I mean, that's the problem with the 2-3 zone. I mean, the Lady Wolves are a great three-point shooting team, and we're kind of asking them to shoot with that kind of defense.
Here's Grant, swings over center floor. Gorham motioning for a screen from Bankole. Bankole obliges. Slaughter now, right wing, kicks out. Gorham now, center of the floor, dribbles. Grant, corner, gets it to Montero in the post. She puts it up and in. All 5 girls touch the ball in that possession. Just good ball movement, finding Montero down low for an easy finish. Guyare bringing the ball up the floor, center of the floor. Here's Dilly, guarded by Montero. Now Nicola, center of the floor. Gets it over to Guyare again on the left side. Guyare, a little bit of a trap here, put on by the Lynx. Good pressure, and a travel is called.
Really good effort there from the Lynx on the defensive end, just trying to pressure the ball handler as much as they can to come away with a nice trap and a turnover.
Shimko and Denny check back in here for the Wolves with 1.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Lynx 20 points, Wolves 33. Slaughter now center of the floor across half court. She has it on the left side. 2-3 zone now being run by the Wolves. Gorham looking for a post entry, can't get it, kicks out. Slaughter has it left side. Saves it, gives it to Gorham. Pull up Jay from the free throw line. No good. Bankole, good hustle, but can't quite get there in time to save it.
I think the Lady Wolves falling into that 2-3 zone is really smart. They know that our bread and butter is that post play with Montero and Bankole, so they're just going to try to clog the lane on us. There's no easy baskets inside.
Shimko, middle of the floor here for the Wolves. She gets it over to the right wing. Back to Shimko now, left side. She goes right, gets Denny three-pointer from the right wing by herself. Got it.
That 27% three-point percentage as a team is getting obliterated here in the first quarter for Cardinal Stritch.
Slaughter, left side. She gets it to Gorham, who's in the center of the floor. Walks it up between the legs. One-handed pass. Grant, three-pointer, no good. Montero, offensive rebound, and in.
And she's so good just sealing off whoever is near her just to get her in perfect position every time for a rebound.
Shimko, middle of the floor. Game clock and shot clock are about the same with 20 seconds. Dilly, three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Grant. Grant pushing it now. She crosses over, great pass to Montero, who goes down, and a travel is called.
Yeah, Montero, the pass there from Grant, just maybe a little bit behind her. Montero comes up a little shaken up on that play, but just kind of ran too fast without the ball, and then she claimed the ball and then kind of fell over.
Journey Florney and Kaya Jeter check in here for the Lynx. 12 seconds to play. Shimko has it. Center of the floor, 10 seconds. Over to Dilly, right wing, guarded by Slaughter. Links in man-to-man defense now. Here is Shimko with 2 seconds. Gets it to Dilly, three-pointer from the parking lot. Got it. Unbelievable. Lady Wolves just putting on a clinic from downtown.
Yeah, it was a great quarter for both teams, but, I mean, they're just shooting lights out right now. End of the quarter here. We're going to take a break as well. You're listening to Lady Lynx basketball right here on 89X.
Now is the time for change. Now is the time to learn with and from each other. Now is the time to take action. Join your neighbors for the United Way of Illinois Equity Challenge to gain a deeper understanding about the impact inequality has on our community. Because united, we can create a stronger community. We accepted the challenge. Will you? Text 21-WEEK to 41444 to learn more.
State Bank of Lincoln is now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, sharing a commitment to the communities that they serve. By combining their strengths, they'll be able to offer additional products, services, and locations, while still providing you the community banking experience that you expect. Their commitment to a personal service continues. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
And we are back here in Milwaukee as the Lynx are taking on Cardinal Stritch. The Lynx are down 22-39. Adam, what have we been seeing from these Lady Lynx and Lady Wolves?
I mean, both teams came out firing from the perimeter. Just unfortunately, Lady Wolves hitting a lot more shots than we are. You know, we kind of went back to our old ways there in the end of the first quarter there, getting the ball inside and trying to get some easy baskets. I think that's what we need to continue to do. And then really just suffocate shooters, force them off the line on the defensive end.
Tomaszewski, I think, is the big standout from the last quarter, 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely been firing away from anything. Really, she's hit 2 threes and then had a basket inside. It's hard to guard a girl that's 6'2" that can also stretch the floor and play pretty much that stretch 5.
Here's Gorham now, left side, hands off Florney, the new entry. Gets it to Slaughter, high post. Tries to bounce past it to Montero, but off the leg of Steele.
It was a great look there, but, I mean, really, she really stared down the pass before she made it. And it's just, you can't do that to a defender. A smart defender is going to pick that up every time.
Slaughter gets it to Florney in the left corner. Florney dribbles it out. Gets it to Gorham, top of the key. Gorham, three-pointers up, and bang. Drills that one, too.
They're definitely giving us three-point looks with that 2-3 zone. Just got to start hitting them. Hopefully we do.
Here is Nicola. Kicks out Shimko, left side. Steele with it. Tries to get it to Denny, knocked away by Slaughter. And out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Wolves.
That was a good play there for Slaughter, just denying that ball, even though they're trying to force it inside, just tip it out of bounds. You know, kind of reset the clock a little bit, get a quick breather.
Tomaszewski, Gayare, and Stotts check back in here for the Wolves. Wolves back to starters with Shimko and Denny also on the floor. Shimko now, right side. Looking to get it to Denny in the post, can't get it. Stotts swings over for Gayare. Now it's Tomaszewski. Corner and little hook there, a little hook shot there goes.
Yeah, Tomaszewski with a nice little post up and just baby hook right over the left shoulder. It's just bread and butter.
Gorham now, Slaughter. Slaughter, middle of the floor. Florney, left side. It's back over to Gorham on the right wing now. She's looking, gets a screen. Three-pointer up from Gorham. Catches nothing, but saved by Slaughter. Ball ends up in the hands of the Wolves now, and now they are on the break. Bounce pass to Stotts. Stotts crosses over, drives lane, pull up, floater. No good. Ball tipped up. Montero ends up with it.
Yeah, Stotts definitely got hit on that layup attempt, but she just takes it.
Gorham goes coast to coast and lays it in. Lynx 27, Wolves 41. 8:35 to play in the second quarter.
That's rule number 1 on stopping a fast break. You got to stop the ball handler. No one decided to pick her up, so she just nice take to the basket there.
Stotts, Gayare left wing. Gets over Shimko. Shimko deep three from the top of the key. Front iron no good. Slaughter with it. Lynx going the other way. Good lead pass to Gorham, but she can't quite corral it there.
Yeah, we're trying to make that kind of the home run pass, try to break this press. It's not going to work every time. You know, it's kind of, you just need to calm, cool, collected with that press. dribble through it, find the middle of the floor, pass it. Just make smart passes to break that press.
Stops now, middle of the floor. Hands off Denny. Denny going right now. Pull up, thought about it. Tomaszewski will shoot that left wing three. No good. Flarney now, middle of the floor. Dribbling with her left hand. She's on the left wing. Gets it to Gorham. Gorham between the legs. Gets a screen. Goes right. Middle of the lane. Tries to put up a little hook shot. No good. But she does get fouled, and she will go to the line.
Yeah, Gorham just being really aggressive. It seemed like she was really trying to shoot that three in the first quarter, but now she's getting plenty more aggressive, trying to get to the basket.
Lincoln College basketball on WLNX and LCTV is brought to you by State Bank of Lincoln, now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, sharing a commitment to the communities they serve. By combining their strengths, they'll be able to offer additional products, services, and locations while still providing you the community banking experience you expect. Their commitment to personal service continues. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
First one from Gorham was good there. She's lining up for her second one.
That one is good as well. Santavia Grant will check back in here for Artem Gorham. Lynx down 12. It's 7:45 to play in the second quarter. Stotts gets it to Tomaszewski. Wasn't really expecting it. Gets picked up at Montero. Trying to get the ball, and a foul is called on the Lynx.
Yeah, foul pretty much a half court right there for the Lynx. You don't want to see that. It's something we definitely can live without. And it's just, we need to limit those silly fouls. Pretty much not even nowhere near the basket.
That's Slaughter's first. Gayare will take it out of bounds here for the Wolves. Slaughter will guard the inbounder. Stotts has it now, guarded by Grant. Stotts gets it to a cutting Shimko. Shimko catches it, spins, kicks Stotts right wing. Great change of direction there by Stotts, and a great finish around Montero, and gets the and one.
I mean, when Stotts touched that ball, I mean, I thought for sure she traveled. She did a huge jab step, but kind of took a hop before then. And this goes pretty much right around our whole team, and then Grant picks up the foul. She gets the and one to go. So, I mean, she's going to line for one more, 43-29. Just got to stop the bleeding here for the Lynx.
Grant looked a little confused herself on how that wasn't called a travel. Mariel Wade checks back in here for the Lynx. Lynx now running with Flarney, Wade, Slaughter, Jeter, and Montero.
Yeah, Grant went to the bench after that last one after picking up her second foul of the evening.
Stotts hits both free throws. Lynx down 15. Slaughter picks up her dribble, trying to find someone just to get it across. Flarney has it now. She crosses over and does get it across. Flarney right side. Gets to Wade. Wade dribbles left. She gets to a cutting Montero, but it's tipped away by Tomaszewski. Stotts now right side. Controlled pace here. No one picks her up. She's dribbling. She drives. Pull-up jumper is no good. Flarney with the rebound. Flarney middle of the floor. Gets it to a Montero in the post. Montero. Great move. Puts it up and can't quite get it to go as Denny gets the rebound. Gayare tries to get it to Stotts right over the head of Slaughter. Stotts kicks it back out. Denny, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Slaughter. Slaughter right side. Ball gets tipped by Denny. Wade still has it. Euro step floater, no good. Tomaszewski has it. Stotts now, middle of the floor. Frantic pace being played. Shimko picks it up. Denny not quite in her reach, and it goes out of bounds for the Lynx.
Definitely a much-needed stop of play for the Lynx. They're just turning the ball over there, and they're trying to force passes down low, which, I mean, they're there, but they were just trying to force them down, and we're staring down the passer. And it's so predictable for the defense to pick up.
Slaughter will take the ball out of bounds here for the Lynx. She'll inbound to Wade. Slaughter will bring the ball up the floor. Slaughter guarded by Denny. Slaughter motioning for Flarney to come get the ball. She gets it to Wade in the center of the floor instead. Jeter now, left wing. Gets it to Montero, the post. Montero goes right. Kicks out. Wade, three-pointers up, and no good front iron. Ball is loose. Steele gets it. Outlet passes to a cutting Gayare. She fakes the pass to Denny, but still gets the layup to go.
I don't know if she faked that pass or it got tipped out of her hand trying to make the pass, but either way, she corrals the ball and nice little hook finish.
Lynx 29, Wolves 46 with 5:38 left to play in the second quarter. Forney three-pointer is no good. Denny with the rebound. Stotts now for the Wolves, bringing it up. Forney picking him up a little bit higher than normal. Stotts, left side. Goes with Guyara in the left wing. Stotts now. Denny thought about a three-pointer. Instead drives. Goes to the right. Good fake. And lays it in.
What a play there. Just getting the defender in the air, pivoting right through the defense. And it's just a good finish there. Timeout here for Coach Crawford. We're going to take a break as well. You're listening to Lincoln College Women's Basketball right here on 89X.
CBD, cannabidiol, a compound found in industrial hemp plants, has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. Your CBD store is located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store, just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook. Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln is proud to be a sponsor this season of Lincoln College men's and women's basketball on 89X and on LCTV. Thanks to their generous support, you'll never miss a single broadcast this season as the Lynx compete in NAIA action. Grau Chevrolet Buick has served the Lincoln and surrounding area with new and used vehicles, along with a complete service department since 1953. Grau is open Monday through Friday between 8 and 7, and on Saturdays 8 to 3. Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln at 1905 North Kickapoo.
And we are back here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as the Lynx have traveled to Cardinal Stritch play a couple games of basketball. The women's team is down 29-48 with 5:07 left to play in the second quarter. Adam, what are we seeing?
Just a lot of pressure from Cardinal Stritch that's really irritating us, and we're just not being able to get some great open shots.
Wade goes right, Florney with it, gets it over to Gorham. Gorham on the left wing, guarded by Guyara. Tough pull-up jumper is no good. And Nicola with the rebound. Spin move to try to get Florney off of her. Stotts on the left side, picked up by Wade. Lynx looking to provide a little bit more pressure, it looks like. Nicola guarded by Florney. Kick out. Stotts, three-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound by Steele. She gets Nicola in a 20 seconds. And nobody picks up Guyare, who puts up a three, but that does not go. Bancoli with the rebound. Florney now pushing it up. Finds a cutting Montero on the left side, who puts it up, and no good, but will go to the line after getting fouled.
As a good look ahead there from Florney to get it there to Montero, but on the other end, the Lady Lynx fall back into a man-to-man defense, and luckily they come away with two missed shots there because there's very, very open looks from the three-point line that the Lady Wolves just couldn't convert on.
Montero's first is no good. That foul went on Steele, who picks up her second foul of the game. The second free throw from Montero splashes. It's now 30-48 in favor of the Wolves. We have Stotts center of the floor, guarded by Gorham. Trying to get it to Guyare. Denny now left wing. She finds Steele top of the key, swings over to Guyare on the right side. Stotts thought about a three-pointer, swings Nicola. Nicola looking to get it to the post to Steele. Steele guarded by Bancoli. Great cut by Stotts, gets fouled, and the basket counts.
That's the great cut and a great find there. And just such good ball movement here for the Lady Wolves. I've said it pretty much the whole game, but they got 50 points. Still 4 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Just a very high-scoring affair with the Lynx. And the Lynx, we're down 20, but it seems like we're just staying in the game as much as we can. Just need to stop the bleeding. Need to hope for some couple missed shots, but we need to rebound as well.
Tomaszewski checks back in here for the Wolves. And Deja Weathersby checks in here for the Lynx.
Kind of surprising. Weathersby just now getting her first minutes of the game. She played almost all of them in our last game against St. Xavier.
Wade now left side. She finds Bancoli, who spins, tries to put it up, and draws a foul against Tomaszewski.
Yeah, Tomaszewski says she's going straight up there, but I mean, she did jump and she did get some of the ball, but it's that body contact that we always talk about, Spencer. Just, it's a killer. It can really sneak up and get you, even if you don't think you committed a foul.
Bankoli's first is good. That's Tomaszewski's second. With 3:48 to play in the first half, you'd think that there's probably a sub that'll come in kind of shortly.
Yes, especially with a lead like this. I mean, you got to get your best players, off the floor if they're battling foul trouble.
And Montero causes another foul just by being around the ball.
Yeah, I think Tomaszewski's going to pick up another one here.
That's Shimko checking in for Gayare, who just picked up her third foul. And Steele will check in here for Tomaszewski.
So yeah, not third on Tomaszewski, but definitely the third on Shimko. She's their main ball handler. I mean, that's going to be a great pick up here for the Lynx.
Looks like a foul is called as, I believe it was Montero trying to post up. Must have held her opponent.
Nice, so, tough break there. I mean, we got two great plays, got some fouls on some of their key players, and then just give it right back with a foul on Montero.
Stott drives left, kicks out. Shimko three-pointers up and swishes that one. Just a barrage of three-pointers here from the Wolves. Florney has it for the Lynx. She's on the right side. 2-3 zone here from the Wolves. Here is Florney, right corner. Kind of trapped. Gets it out for Wade. Gets it to Bankoli at the top of the key. Now Weathersby gets it down to the post for Bankoli. Bankoli face up, jumper no good. Kind of a pass over the rim to Montero. Montero puts it up, but hits the belt that the hoop is on, which counts as out of play.
I do want to say it did go in, though. It went off the belt and in. I think, maybe we can get, at least 1 point for that.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. That's a tough angle.
Yeah, the trick shot.
Shimko now. Center of the floor, gets it over to Nicola. Nicola gets it over to Denny, trying to get it into the post for Steele. Stotts now, guarded by Florney. Stotts crosses over, trying to get past Florney, gets it up, but does not hit anything, but gets her own rebound. Steele now. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Denny puts up a three and gets that one to go. Unbelievable shooting from the Wolves.
I mean, we defended that very well for 29 seconds, and then they just got an open three with 1 second left on the shot clock.
And Stotts forces a turnover from the Lynx there. Score is 31 for the Lynx and 56 for the Wolves with 2:26 left to play in the second quarter.
It's definitely been a tough game for the Lynx. I mean, we're starting to lock up on defense a little bit, but it seems like the effort kind of goes away once that shot clock hits about 10, and that's really when we need to lock up the most on that defensive end.
Gall DeHaan checks in here for Stritch. Steele has it now over to Nicola on the left wing. Shimko, top of the key, guarded by Wade. Stotts gets into the post for Steele. Fadeaway jumper is no good. But Steele tips it over to Stotts. Stotts pull up Jay from the free throw line. No good. Montero with the rebound. She gets it to Wade. Wade pushing on the right side. Good outlet pass up to Weathersby. Weathersby gets it back to Wade. He pops the tray. No good. Montero with the offensive rebound. And that ball goes out of bounds. Tipped by Bankoli, I believe.
I mean, we got an offensive rebound. Pretty good look at a layup. Just Montero just off balance trying to shoot that one. And, I thought that one was off of the Wolves, but I guess not. Just another turnover here for the Lady Lynx.
Stotts now left side for the Wolves. Stotts, center of the floor. Shimko, deep three from the right wing. Oh, my goodness, they make another one.
Yeah, I mean, almost 60 points here in the first half. I mean, one of the highest scoring halves I've seen in a women's basketball game like that at this level. It's just they're firing and making every three that they take, it seems like.
Weathersby bounce passes back out to Wade. Weathersby now has it again. Bankoli, short corner, takes a dribble. Gets it to Florney. Florney guarded by Stotts. Florney bounce passes. Bankoli gets doubled. She puts it up over three defenders. Ball gets tipped out by Montero, and Weathersby collides with Stotts. He gets called for the foul.
Yeah, Bankoli on this end basically getting triple teamed in the post every time she gets good position down low. Three girls swarm her. That's what she just needs to pivot up, face up, and just find the open lady on the perimeter. That's
going to go on Weathersby. And That is the 1-1, as 5 fouls is for the bonus in the women's game. Stotts makes her first. 1:06 left to play here in the first half. Lynx down 31-60 here in Milwaukee. So Stotts will line up her second free throw. Second free throw gets every side of the right part of the rim and goes in.
I mean, it doesn't seem like we're down 30. It really doesn't. I mean, we're playing good basketball. It's just things aren't falling as much for us as they are for the Lady Wolves. We're taking good shots, just getting good looks, just can't convert.
Weathersby gets it to Thacker in the left corner, who puts up a shot. No good. Dilly, good box out, gets the rebound. Now is Nicola. She kicks it all the way up the floor to steal, but it goes off her hand. Saved by Shimko, right to Wade. 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Lynx have it. Flority, three-pointers up from the right side. No good. Tipped. Ball loose. Shimko ends up with it. Shimko crosses over, goes middle of the floor. 3-on-2 break for the Wolves. She kicks out Nicola. Three-pointers up. Is this one going to go too? Not quite. But Dilly with the offensive rebound. Nicola thought about a three. Doesn't shoot it. Dilly, three-pointer. She'll shoot it. That one's off. Thacker, rebound. It gets fouled by Dahan.
It's a good box out there from Thacker. And with that foul, another fifth foul here for the Wolves. So Thacker will go to the line for two.
Lincoln College basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. Since 1953, Grau has been a family-owned and operated business committed to Lincoln and Logan County. Grau offers new and pre-owned Chevrolet, Buick, and Cadillac vehicles. And they have a complete service department that will be there for long after the sale. Grau Chevrolet Buick at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln and at grauinc.com.
First one from Thacker there is good. Just barely under 20 seconds left to play here in the first half.
This is the second, and the Wolves have the ball. Thacker providing a little bit of pressure. Nicola bringing it up. Spins, goes left, gets a screen from Steele. Nicola kicks out. Shimko. Steele. Dahan with it, dribbles. Needs to put up a shot with 2 seconds left. Misses. Rebounded by Floney. Buzzer goes off. And that'll send us to the half. Lynx 32, Wolves 61. Adam, this is a really solid half. Like you said earlier, it doesn't feel like we're down by almost 30. What are you seeing out there?
I mean, it's the best half I've seen us play, but it's just unfortunately it's come from a three-point shooting barrage of Cardinal Stritch. I mean, we're just getting unlucky out there. We're playing pretty good defense for the first 25 seconds of the shot clock, but we're kind of really letting up and letting them get pretty wide open looks at the end.
So Lynx down by 29 here at halftime. We're going to take our halftime break. We'll be back in about 13 minutes or so, give or take. You're listening to Lady Lynx basketball on WLNX.
89X. Discover why Lincoln College is growing. Lincoln College offers a private education at a public university cost in a diverse, welcoming environment. Students enjoy personalized attention in the classroom as well as plenty of clubs and organizations to round out the college experience. With bachelor and associate degree options, generous scholarships, and now 4-year intercollegiate athletics, it's no wonder why students are choosing Lincoln College. LincolnCollege.edu.
It was a goal that I wanted to achieve from the very beginning. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. I wasn't sure if I could do it. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
At age 47, with the help of his teacher, Marco finished his high school diploma.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is. It catapults you to where you want to go.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're going to go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you going to do? You got to go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You got to dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. No, you won't. Because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAI championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAI championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
This is Best of Week on the Academic Minute. For the Commissioner's Choice Award, Gretchen Soren, Distinguished Professor at the Cooperstown Graduate Program at SUNY Oneonta, explored how Black Americans have had a different experience with cars.
There are many studies that address the significant role that the automobile played in American life. But that research is confined to the way the automobile affected white Americans. African American newspapers, market studies, and Black travel guides reveal an experience that was totally different for Black Americans. The automobile, the ultimate symbol of independence, profoundly changed the lives of Black Americans by freeing them from humiliating and often dangerous travel on public conveyances and the racial epithets they regularly endured. From the time they arrived in North America, freedom of mobility became an important aspect of liberty for Black Americans because it was denied. Enslaved individuals needed permission to be away from their masters and had to carry paper passes or wear metal tags to prove they had permission to leave their owner's property. In the 20th century, the automobile changed mobility. In the South, buses and trains were segregated by law. In the North, segregation existed by custom. When they could, Black Americans traveled by car to protect their families. The coming of the cheap automobile, the Nobel Prize-winning sociologist Gunnar Myrdal declared in 1944, has meant for Southern Negroes who can afford one a partial emancipation from Jim Crowism. Black-only businesses and Black travel guides, like the Negro Motorist Green Book, encouraged a new way of resisting oppression. Travelers could be confident of finding welcoming hotels and restaurants as they traveled. Civil rights workers found places to stay and to eat when they traveled for marches and protests. The automobile helped to secure for Black Americans that most basic right, now called into question, the freedom of mobility.
That was Gretchen Soren of the Cooperstown Graduate Program at SUNY Oneonta. You can find this, other segments, and more information about the professors at academicminute.org.
Production support for the Academic Minute comes from AAC&U, advancing liberal learning and research for the public good.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Caribbean coral reefs under siege. I'm Randy Simon, and this is Earthwise, a look at our changing environment. Coral reefs around the world have been suffering from warming seas and increasing acidification, both the result of human activity. In the Caribbean, a new threat has emerged in the form of invasive algae. New research published in Scientific Reports explains how an aggressive crust-like alga is overgrowing shallow reefs and taking the place of coral that was damaged by powerful storms that exposed areas of the undersea rock where corals grew. Researchers from Oxford University, the Carnegie Institution, and California State University Northridge have been studying these Paisonolid algal crusts, or PACs, for several years in the U.S. Virgin Islands. The PAC has been out-competing coral larvae for surface space and then growing over the existing reef architecture, greatly damaging delicate reef ecosystems. New corals actually prefer to settle on crusty surfaces created by a different type of algae called crustose algae, or CCA. CCA acts as guideposts for coral larvae by producing biochemical signals as part of a microbial community that entice baby coral to affix itself. In contrast, the destructive PAC algae exclude coral settlement. The researchers determined that the microbial community associated with PAC algae is deployed to deter grazing from fish and other marine creatures. Unfortunately, it also deters coral. Fragile coral ecosystems are already under assault by environmental pollution and global warming. Now, in the aftermath of powerful hurricanes like Irma and Maria, algal crusts are taking over reef communities and posing an existential threat to Caribbean corals. Earthwise is a production of WAMC. Find us on Facebook and listen anytime at WAMCpodcasts.org.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape? You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel? Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Cardinal Stritch University, where the Lady Lynx have traveled to Milwaukee to take on this 1-6 Cardinal Stritch Wolves. They're down 32-61 entering the second half. Adam, I don't think this 1-6 Lady Wolves team has ever shot as well as they have.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, 7 for 9 from 3, 77%, 15 and 19 from the floor as a team, I should remind you. I mean,
that's just the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that is just unreal shooting. And yeah, on the game, 10 and 19 from 3, it's just insane.
Yeah, that's got to be some sort of half record here for NAIA, you'd think.
Yeah.
And what do the Lynx have to do to kind of combat that? It seems like they've been playing really well.
It's just we got to force them off the three-point line. We're giving them way too many open looks. I think, we switched back into a man-to-man defense, which is good, but we got to compete the whole 30-second shot clock, and we haven't been doing that very well, and we're just kind of letting up easy shots towards the end.
Kara Shimko leading the Lady Wolves with 15 and Natalie Tomaszewski with 14. But Tamea Stotts is posting a 7 point, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists there in the first half. But there are positives for the Lynx. What do you have, Adam?
I mean, Clea Montero with 12 and 8 in that first half. I mean, she's playing very well. I mean, she's getting a lot of offensive rebound and putbacks. She's got 5 offensive rebounds of her 8. So, I mean, we're playing well. And only 8 turnovers in that first half, which is night and day from what we saw against San Xavier when we had 31 in the first half. I mean, that's a win. I mean, that we've been playing so much better, taking care of the ball in that first half compared to last game. I mean, we just got to make some shots.
And as you mentioned, the turnovers are so much better today. Only 8 in that first half compared to the 31 we had in the first half against St. Xavier. What's been the difference here?
We have a lot more ball handlers today, so it's not really just two girls just trying to do whatever they can to break a press. And, a lot of our new girls have, made a significant impact. Autumn Gorham, 7 points there in that first half, 3 assists, and, just the shot wasn't falling for her. She was 2 for 8 from the field. The Lady Lynx as a whole was 33% from the field, 21% from the three-point line. So just those shots are going to fall for us eventually.
Yeah, is there anything you can really do to improve your shooting during a game?
I mean, they're giving us good looks, which is key, but, we just got to see a few of them come in, or a few of them go in, and eventually all of them will start going in for us. I think going to the free throw line definitely helps. If we can knock down free throws, that definitely helps. 60% in that first half, which isn't horrible. 9 to 15. If we have easy 6 points there that we left on the board, we could easily get that back here in the second half.
What's the best way for the Lynx to reduce this lead and get themselves back into it?
I mean, we just got to hope that Cardinal Stritch doesn't shoot as well from the field, of course. That's hope number one. And then, just run them off the three-point line. Make them beat you inside. I mean, they're making so many threes. You'd think by this point we just kind of say, okay, no more threes. We're not even going to give them the shot. You'd rather give up a layup than an open three at this point. And then for our ladies, just pound the ball inside. We're doing a good job getting inside. Eventually those threes will start falling for us as soon as we knock down some easy shots inside.
And Coach Crawford's been running a little bit of man-to-man and 2-3 zone. Which one do you think has been working better, and do you think there is a good scheme to kind of defend from this three-point shooting barrage?
I definitely don't go into a zone. I think that really enables them to shoot more because, a cross-court pass on a 2-3 zone, if you don't pick it off, it's going to be a wide-open three. So, I think going to that man-to-man, and even maybe if they get it on the wing, trap a little bit on the wing. I mean, just try to get them to take some harder shots, and those easy threes just should not happen here in the second.
Has there been a great group out there for the Lynx that you've been really impressed with? We've seen a lot of new faces out there. Who's really stood out?
I think Gorham has definitely stood out, and then, Jeter, she comes in and brings in a pretty good energy for us, and she can defend the post pretty well. And Grant handling the ball has been awesome. I think the bread and butter lineup, though, has to involve the two posts in Montero and Bancoli. They just provide us with so many offensive rebound opportunities and putbacks. So I think that they need to be on the court pretty much this whole start in the second half.
We are 20 seconds out from starting up this half. Lynx down 61 to 32, but as we just talked about on the pregame, or on the halftime, things can be done to adjust, and hopefully, as we see, there's a little bit of a new lineup here. Lynx deviating from their starting lineup as they go with Gorham, Wade, Thacker, Bancoli, and Montero to start the second half. What are you seeing, Adam? You talked about the two post presences.
Yeah, and three shooters on the wing. I think all three of those girls on the perimeter can definitely shoot from three. Hopefully, we're just trying to get on a huge run here to start the second half. I think if we could start this second half on like an 8-0 or 10-0 run, would completely change the game.
So we are just about to get the game restarted here in Milwaukee. Wolves will start with possession. Gayare inbounding to Stotts, who posted a great stat line, as we mentioned earlier. 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists in the first half. Stotts swings. Gayare puts up a three. That's good. Wolves are just unconscious from three today.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see to start the second half. We give up a pretty good open look there to Gayare.
Here's Gorham, pushes it, swings off of Bancoli. Now Wade has it, center of the floor. Wade crosses over, kicks out for Thacker. Thacker, baseline, triple threat, loses the handle on it, and it bounces out of bounds. Flournoy checks back in here for the Lynx. She'll come in for Thacker.
I mean, really what's so tough, we can't just go into a box and one on the Wolves because all of them are shooting so good from the field. So, I mean, you can't leave anybody open.
So we have Shimko now, right side, now moving to the middle of the floor. Bounce passes. Wade picks it off, but travels. It's good to stop the momentum there a little bit, though.
Yeah, it was a great pass there from Shimko. Wade just caught up to it. And, I mean, it's a good, like you said, stop the break and just get a little bit of a breather before we reset play.
Gayare gets it into Shimko. Shimko swings. Dilly puts up a three. Misses. Flournoy with the rebound. She has it. She's on the left side, gets it over to Gorham. Gorham thought about a three, pump fakes, goes left. Pull-up J is no good. Rebounded by both teams, and that's going to be a jump ball. Ball will go to the Lynx.
Yeah, Montero and then Tomaszewski and Stotts underneath for the Wolves. It just shows the heart there of Montero on the offensive glass. Just anything she can to get that offensive rebound.
Flornay inbounds to Gorham. Gorham almost gets it stolen by Stotts. She drives right, puts up a floater, and is good from the free throw line.
That's a great play there from Gorham, just pounding that ball into the ground, and it gets that nice easy floater to go.
Gayare inbound Stotts, guarded by Gorham. That might be the matchup to watch for the rest of this game here. Stotts and Gorham.
Stotts is doing a great thing right there. Just notice it's a man-to-man press. Just catch it and dribble through it, clear out.
Shimko left corner, guarded by Wade. She fakes right, spins left, baseline, kicks out. Tomaszewski pump fakes, floater is no good. Catches nothing but the baseline. And the Lynx will get the possession back.
Definitely a broken play there from Cardinal Stritch. Just you're trying to get the ball, Tomaszewski on the perimeter, but she ends up dribbling inside the arc and just kind of throws up a wild shot.
Lynx down by 30, 34-64 with 8:10 to play here in the third quarter. Bankole has a post touch. She faces up. Tomaszewski goes left, gets blocked. Montero offensive rebound, can't quite finish. And now Shimko pushing, gets it to Stotts, but cannot quite land the pass.
That's two back-to-back passes here from Shimko, where she just leads the girl just a little too much and throws one out of bounds.
New entry here for the Lynx.
It's Ania Lawrence coming in for the first time for the Lynx, taking the place of Montero.
Here's Gorham bringing it up for the Lynx. Between the legs, crosses over, goes left, kicks out Florney, but she was not quite ready for that pass, and it goes out of bounds. Wolves will take the possession back.
It seems like the Lynx are really just trying to dribble a lot of the clock out, which we can't do at this point. We need to score as much as we can, as quick as we can. So we really just need to fizz that ball around the perimeter.
Stotts bringing it up the floor. On the right side, gets it over to the right wing with Gayare. Tomaszewski, top of the key. Stotts, right wing. Fakes, gets to Shimko at the top of the key. Good footwork there, kind of pivots around Stotts. Three-pointer from the corner is no good. Almost rebounded by Gayare, but Florney has it now. She's pushing it up the floor. Shevchenko, gets Lawrence. Lawrence has it, gets it out Gorham. Gorham drives, kicks out. Wade, three-pointer from the left side, no good. Tomaszewski just lets it go out of bounds.
I mean, it's a good look there from Ariel Wade, but just a little too strong on that one. We're getting good looks, like I said, in the first half. Just got to start making them. That's really it.
Sydney Nicola checks in here for the Wolves. Lynx running a little bit of their own man-to-man press.
Yeah, it's really to try to just put some pressure on them in the backcourt. We haven't really created a steal or anything off of it yet for this first 3 minutes, but as soon as they catch it, it's basically just a clear out and then trying to just go one-on-one.
Santavia Grant now into the game and shield guard Stotts. Stotts on the right side, dribbling with her left hand. Backing down Grant a little bit. Gets over to Nicola for the left side. Denny now swings. Tomaszewski. Here is Denny. Swings back. Stotts left wing. Crosses over, gets her pocket picked by Grant. Ball still loose. Now Denny puts it up at the end of the shot clock. Almost banks it in. Ball is loose and knocked out of bounds by Gayare.
That's a good defensive possession there from the Lynx. Almost forcing a shot clock violation, but they force Cardinal Stritch into a tough shot there at the end of the shot clock.
Lynx down 34-64 with 6:30 to play here in the third quarter. Grant bringing the ball up the floor on the left side for the Lynx. Grant falls for a screen, doesn't use it. Wade, hesitation, three-pointer is up. No good. Nicola with the rebound. Now she's pushing center of the floor. She slows down. Florney picks her up. Nicola over to Stotts on the right wing. She gets it over to Denny. Denny goes baseline, stops. Nicola, three-pointer, pop, and that is good. Another three-pointer for the Wolves.
And another assist as well. You know, they had 16 assists there in that first half. They're sharing the ball so well on the outside.
Grant stops and shoots a three. Doesn't get it. Tomaszewski gets it. Stotts, good lead pass to Gayare, and that is good.
It's another assist once again. That's going to be a timeout here for Coach Crawford, so we're going to take a break as well. You're listening to Lincoln College Women's Basketball right here on 89X.
Benefits of quitting tobacco begin within 20 minutes. Within 24 hours, your chance of a heart attack decreases. Whether it is smoking, vaping, or chewing tobacco, we know it is hard to quit. Let Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital help. We are offering free one-on-one sessions with our on-site specialists to help you quit tobacco products. Yes, quitting tobacco can be a challenge, but it's one of the best things you can do for your health. Quitters always win, and you can too. Call 217-605-5111 for more information.
And we are back here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with the Lady Lynx basketball team down 34-69 here with 5:34 to play here in the third quarter. Adam, as we came out of halftime, we were expecting hopefully a little bit of a lull in three-point shooting from the Wolves, but we're not seeing that.
It's Cardinal Stritch's night. I mean, they cannot miss. They're unconscious from the three-point line. And we're making them take pretty contested ones as well. They're just not getting them down.
Grant bringing the ball up the floor here for the Lynx. Crosses over, goes left, crosses over to the right. Flority has it. Now she goes left, spins, picks up her dribble, gets to Montero on the post, puts it up and in.
I mean, that's just a great finish there by Montero. She's so good at stealing off that defender, just getting an open look at the basket.
Stotts has it here for the Wolves. Calling out the play here for Cardinal Stritch. She has it on the right side. Gets it over to Nicola on the right wing. Tomaszewski at top of the key, Gayare. Trying to get it to the post, doesn't quite get there. Stotts jab steps, goes left, lays it up with the right hand, no good. Gets the offensive rebound, no good. Another offensive rebound by Stotts, kicks it out. Tomaszewski gathers step, but it's 3 seconds in the lane there by Stotts.
I mean, we really don't see the 3-second call that often. It seems like we haven't really called it at all this year, Spencer, but I mean, Stotts just doing a great job fighting for that offensive rebound no matter what. Just camping in the lane, unfortunately, for her.
Iona Slaughter checked in here for the Lynx, trying to provide him a little bit more energy. Here's Gorham, crosses over, goes left. Pull up Jay from the free throw line. No good, spins out. Rebounded by Stotts. She will bring it up the center of the floor for them. Stotts, Tomaszewski. Over to Gayare, top of the key. Gets it to the cutting Tomaszewski, who lays it up and in.
That's just a great play call there. Just no one near Tomaszewski as she's cutting to the basket, untouched.
36-71 Wolves with 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Slaughter goes left, puts it up left-handed, gets fouled, and will head to the line for 2.
I think that's what the Lynx need to do as well. Just get to the line, get to the free throw line, just try to get a bucket that way.
Lincoln College basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln. Country financial agents are members of their local communities, neighbors who lend a helping hand to local causes and community projects. And when it comes to solving the big challenges of tomorrow, you can start with simple steps today with personalized insurance and financial services that can have an impact on your family's future. Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative, is located at 211 South McLean Street in Lincoln or at 217-735-9705.
First one was good there from Slaughter. She has one more from the line.
The second one is good for the Lynx. 38-71 is the score. Slaughter almost tips it to her teammate, but it goes out of bounds. It stays with the Wolves on the baseline. Lynx doing their own interpretation of a press here with the man-to-man.
Yeah, just really trying to just put some pressure in the backcourt. Maybe force a 10-second call or a 5 count on the inbound.
Here is Gayare. Tries to get it in. She gets it to Shimko. Shimko guarded by Forney. Everyone clears out. Shimko gets to the center of the floor for Dilly. Dilly over to Gayare, guarded by Gorham. Gayare tightly guarded by Gorham. Almost loses the handle. Trapped by the Lynx. Pass out. Nicola Tomaszewski puts up a 3, and that spins out. Ball is loose. Gayare gets it. She goes baseline. Almost gets her pocket pick. Puts up a little baseline floater. No good. She gets her own offensive rebound. The timeout is taken by the Cardinal Stritch Wolves.
Yeah, so we're going to take a timeout as well. This is Lady Lynx basketball on 89X.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things Country Financial stands for. More than just an office you pass by driving through town. Neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community. Contact your local Country Financial representative, Michelle Bauer, today at 211 South Main in Lincoln. Call 217-735-9705 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
And welcome back to Cardinal Stritch University as the Lady Lynx have traveled here to play a game of basketball. 38-71 is the score. Lynx are trailing with 3:34 left to play here in the third quarter. The Wolves have continued their barrage of three-pointers, while not at the same rate, still enough to grow their lead.
You see Mia Lawrence on the inbound. They're not letting Tomaszewski get any breathing room whatsoever.
Tomaszewski passes over to Shimko. Three-pointers up, no good. That ball will bounce out of bounds, and the Lynx will get the possession. Gorham, Florney, Slaughter, Montero, and Lawrence are on the floor here for the Lynx. And Gorham will bring the ball at the floor for them, guarded by Shimko. Gorham with it. Goes left, crosses over, gets it to Florney. Almost jumped by Shimko. Gorham, hesitation, drives, and gets fouled. Trying to go baseline. And the Lynx will get an inbounds play here.
I mean, that's the first foul of the third quarter, I should say, for both teams. Just stay very disciplined, it's the second foul of the quarter, but, I mean, just stay disciplined on the defensive end, not reaching in. That was actually kind of a weak call for the official.
Gorham, tough shot there. Gets it to go with the defender in her grill.
And it's about time one of those fell for her. She's getting good looks, and she's staying really balanced on the shot. Just good to see one of them go in.
Dilly now with it. Center of the floor for the Wolves. Gayare goes right. Gets your pocket pick by Slaughter, but it goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with Stritch. Gayare will take it out of bounds here for the Lady Wolves. Good bounce pass from Gayare into Shimko, who gets the reverse layup to go.
Just a great play, just running them off of 3 or 4 screens, just trying to get open, and just wide open, untouched once again, going to the basket.
Gorham, tough pull-up shot is good. She's got that shot working now.
Definitely kind of like the Connor Fuller for the men's team. Just that mid-range pull-up is just really working.
Nicola stops, gets it to Gayare at top of the key. She dribbles out and gets fouled. Speaking of the men's basketball team, with 2:24 left in the third quarter, we will have another quarter to play here with the women's, but we'll get about a 20-minute intermission, and then we'll come back here in Milwaukee for the men's broadcast against the Cardinal Stritch Wolves. But right now, it's the women's game, and here is Shimko for the Wolves. She puts up a tough shot, banks in the floater.
That's a tough shot there from Shimko. Just goes right over Lawrence and just likes it off glass. It just very heavily contested, just a better shot.
Gorham now crosses over, bounce passes Slaughter, left wing. Coach Crawford calling out her play to her team. Here's Slaughter down the right side. She goes left. Tough take and gets fouled, and she will head to the line.
I kind of jinxed it, saying, there's not very many fouls being called here in the second half, but, I mean, we've had pretty much a foul fest here as of late.
Lincoln College basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by your CBD store in Lincoln. CBD is founded in industrial hemp plants and has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. They are located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
1 and 2 there from Slaughter from the line. 35-43 here, minute 45 left in the third.
Here's Tomaszewski over to the new entry, Mael Gacy. Here is Shimko in the post. She's trying to dribble out, kicks out. Gayare swings. Nicola drives right, gets Tomaszewski. Shimko fake, goes right. Slaughter just got that picking of the pocket, just keeps going out of bounds.
Yeah, only 3 seconds left here on the shot clock, so Lady Wolves going to have to get in and get a good shot here before the shot clock goes off.
With 1:32 left to play here in the third quarter, Lynx trailing 43-75. Inbounded off Montero's hands, gets the steal. She wasn't even looking. It's rare that you see and here the ball is turned over, and now Gayare has the ball again for the Wolves with a clean shot clock. Shimko back to Gayare on the right side. Gorham closely guarded. Gacy swings over steal. Gacy, top of the key, thought about a three. Instead drives left, puts up the left-handed layup. No good. Montero rebound.
It's really the first defensive rebound I can remember us getting here in a while. We haven't really been doing a really good job here on the glass.
Gorham now drives right. She puts up a tough shot and gets that one to spin in. Gorham putting on a clinic from the from a floater aspect.
Yeah, that's definitely, that's at least 6 points here in the quarter for Gorham. Just hopefully she just keep that hot hand going in the fourth.
Gayare finds a cutting Shimko. Shimko has it. Kicks out. Steele with the tough shot. Misses. Now Lawrence with the rebound. They say the 11-foot jump shot is the toughest shot in the game.
Definitely off glass hard right there.
And Gorham with a tough pull-up jumper gets undercut, drills the shot, and goes to the line now.
Gorham has come alive here in the third quarter. 35-47 the score. But, a lot of good bright spots here in the third quarter for the Lynx.
Oh, for sure. Gorham doing a great job of that pull-up jumper is really what's got her going.
Yeah, she only shot 2 for 8 there in the first half, but it's a different story here in the third quarter. Hopefully she can carry this into the fourth quarter, maybe even to the next game as well.
Rakaya Jeter checks in here for the Lynx with 27.3 left, and one is converted by Autumn Gorham. Gayare gets it up the floor to Gacy. Gacy turns around, gets it to Gayare on the right wing. Gayare looking for a target, has Shimko. Shimko with it, drives, spins, backs down her defender, kicks out for Steele. Steele swings to Gacy. Gacy, top of the key, thought about a left side drive, doesn't get it. Ball goes out of bounds and off of the hands of Steele, I believe.
Yeah, Shimko definitely wanted that to be off of the Lady Lynx, but it was a good pass for Shimko, just a little too high once again.
Gorham will bring the ball up the floor with 6 seconds to play in the third quarter. Gorham drives, crosses over, goes left, tough shot, bounces in and goes right before the buzzer sounds. So the Lynx will go into the fourth quarter down 50-75. You're listening to Lady Lynx basketball on WLNX.
CBD, cannabidiol, a compound found in industrial hemp plants, has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. Your CBD store is located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store, just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
State Bank of Lincoln is now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, sharing a commitment to the communities that they serve. By combining their strengths, they'll be able to offer additional products, services, and locations, while still providing you the community banking experience that you expect. Their commitment to a personal service continues. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as the Lady Lynx are down 50-75 entering the fourth quarter. They have reduced the lead from halftime, Adam.
Yeah, we really came to life there at the end of the third quarter. It was really Gorham kind of going off for us. And, cut it as much as we can. It's still a 25-point lead, but hopefully we can just keep that same path. Just try to cut it as much as we can.
Gacy will inbound here to start the fourth quarter for the Wolves. She will be guarded by Slaughter. Now Stotts with it for the Wolves, guarded by Santavia Grant. Stotts dribbling around. Motions over right side, gets to Gacy. Tries to find a cutting Denny. Shimko on the corner, gets it to steal in the post. Good defense there by Lawrence, but the basket still drops.
There's a nice little baby hook over that left shoulder right there. They've gone to it multiple times.
Grant gets her pocket picked by Denny. Denny finds Stotts. Stotts. She'll push it up the floor. Very controlled pace there. As she kind of slows things down now for the Wolves. Gacy on the right wing. Cuts over Denny. Three-pointer from the left wing is no good. Ball's loose. Grant with the rebound. Shimko stays down, so a 5-on-4 break here for the Lynx, and Slaughter gets it to go.
Yeah, definitely Shimko came up a little shaken up after that rebound attempt. Wade kind of hip checked her a little bit, trying to get that box out.
Steele with it now. Center of the floor here for the Wolves. 52-77 is the score. 8:55 to play. Steele kicks out. Gacy three-pointer from the left side. No good. Rebounded by Lawrence, and now Grant will push it up for the Lynx. Grant left side. Hesitation move. Pulls back out. Slaughter goes left. Gets tied up and will head to the free throw line as she was in the act of shooting.
They're just trying to get the line once again. I think we should just try to keep going to that line as much as we can. Get some easy points. You know, get a ball to go through the hoop, get that confidence back up, and then maybe we can start shooting those threes once again.
Gorham checks into the game here for the Lynx as Mariel Wade will head to the bench. And Tomaszewski checks in here for the Wolves. Slaughter at the line. Her first free throw is good. She's been very solid from the free throw line today. She'll get her second shot here. 8:42 to play. Her second shot is good as well. And now the ball kind of bounces around as they're waiting for an inbounder. Here's Gacy. Gacy inbounds to Shimko. Shimko dribbles left hand, going left. Still not across that court, now across. 24 on the shot clock. Almost stolen by Lord. Tomaszewski drives, floater, charge. Nice play there by Slaughter to step up and take that charge.
Yeah, notice that Tomaszewski is definitely out of control going to the basket, just stepping in front of her and just throwing that charge. First one we see of the game from either team.
It's a good play by Slaughter. Step up and take the contact. Tomaszewski's a little banged up, and they'll have her go to the bench here.
I think when she landed directly on her knee. Definitely came up limping just a little bit.
Lynx have it down 54-77. 8:25 to play. Here's Grant. Tries to go backdoor for Slaughter. Slaughter corrals. Tough move. And she does not quite get that one to go. Rebounded by Denny. And the foul's called.
Yeah, a lot of quick fouls here to start this fourth quarter. We're going to see Bancoli coming back in for the Lynx, along with Montero, who's still in. I think this is the time. Gotta go back to that post play for Lincoln. That's what works for us.
Bancoli sees her first action of the fourth quarter. Gacy brings it up on the left side. Here's Dilly. Replacement for Tomaszewski. Denny kicks out Shimko. Tough shot from the inside the arc. No good. Rebounded by Gorham. Gorham on the left side, bringing up the floor, guarded by Stotts. She gets it to Bancoli in the post. Ball goes off Bancoli's knees. Stotts pushing it up the floor now. 3-on-1 break. Stotts bounce passes. Gacy, left-handed layup is good. And a timeout is taken by Cardinal Stritch.
Yeah, it's just probably, getting some new girls in the lineup here. 79-54 is the lead for Cardinal Stritch, but I just want to go back to their passing. I mean, they have really shared the ball so well this game. Like I said, 16 first half assists. They're probably going to have around that and in the second half as well. I mean, every extra pass that needs to be made, it gets made every time for Cardinal Stritch. They're always finding the open girl, whether it's for a three or in transition, getting an easier look at a layup. It's really good basketball for Cardinal Stritch. They're just sharing the ball so well.
And as you talked about a little bit earlier, the Lady Lynx have done a great job of moving the ball in some possessions. We've had possessions where everyone's been able to touch the ball, but what do you think the Lynx need to do to kind of try to cut back into this lead?
I think we need to go to the post players. I mean, Montero and Bancoli, they don't really get any post touches. They're really getting all their points off of offensive rebounds. We're trying to force Bancoli the ball a couple possessions over. We turned it over because it was kind of a bad entry pass. But, just because something doesn't work one time, don't completely ditch it for the remainder of the game. I mean, we got to keep trying what kind of got us here in the first place.
It'll be interesting to see how the Lynx attack what I would assume to be some new players here for the Cardinal Stritch Wolves as they are up 79-54 on the Lynx. As the teams break huddle, the Lynx will send out Grant, Gorham, Bancoli, Slaughter, and Montero. And the Wolves will send out Stotts, Shimko, Gacy, Denny, and Dilly. Grant will push the ball up the floor here for the Lynx. Trying to get stuff started quickly. Here's Slaughter, tough take. And a charge is drawn by Denny.
I thought Denny was for sure inside the restricted area right there. But, I mean, maybe not. It didn't really look like there was a lot of contact. Like, she didn't really fall down at first, but there's a sense that she ran into her, and she was outside of that restricted area.
Gacy will bring the ball up the floor. She gets it to Shimko off the knee of Gacy, but kicks out Denny, three-pointers up, and drills that one. Leading scorer for the Wolves on the season, Denny, 15.5 per game, showing why.
Just when you think there's a broken play for Cardinal Stritch, it's just right back for an open three.
Bancoli backs down. Denny tries to pass Montero, but a foul is called.
And Montero gets doubled pretty much every time she touches the ball in the post. Much smaller lineup for Cardinal Stritch in there, so I mean, they got to double Montero, or both post players for us, really. It was a good find there. Trying to get to Montero, but the foul came first.
Gal DeHaan checks in here for the Wolves. Slaughter. Pass gets knocked away by DeHaan. Denny ends up with it. Slaughter jumps right back on top. And now a jump ball is called. Good aggressive play there by both teams going after the ball. Ball will stay with the Lynx, however. Grant will take it out of bounds. He lobs it in. Montero gets tipped away, and Stotts will end up with it. Stotts right side, pushing it up. Passes it to Denny, and that one is put in. Great find by Stotts.
Once again, another assist for Cardinal Stritch. The ball movement has just been top-notch all game.
Gorham loses the handle on it. Stotts now pushing it up. Slaughter trying to provide some transition defense. Team gets back. Gorham can't quite contest enough for the DeHaan shot not to fall.
Another assist once again. It seems like every time they give the ball up in transition, it's leading to an open layup.
Here's Grant, puts up a shot herself, splashes that one in. The first time we've really seen her shoot.
Yeah, she took maybe 2 threes there in the first half, made one of them. But other than that, she's been pretty silent offensively.
Stotts finds Dilly at the top of the key. Denny now left wing. Denny finds Shimko in the left corner. Back up to DeHaan. Stotts right side now, throws left. She absorbs some contact from Gorham. Shot does not fall, but she will go to the line after the foul.
Yeah, definitely a lot of contact there on that play. And it's just, don't give up any easy layups, definitely. I mean, Stotts going to go to the line here for 2 shots, trying to earn, definitely after that hard foul.
And Stotts did a great job as a point guard. We see a lot of the wait until your defender catches up almost to draw the contact, try to get that and one play.
Yeah, just kind of after a pick or something, waiting for that player to really run into your back, and then you shoot it, because there's going to be a foul pretty much every time.
Stotts' first free throw is no good. Lynx down 56-86 with 6:08 to play here in the fourth quarter of the ladies' game. Stotts' second is good. And Thackerell inbound for the Lynx. Grant picked up by Stotts. Grant with a little bit of speed. Flournoy now corner. New re-entry. Flournoy almost loses her pivot foot, lobs it in. Montero gets it and puts it up and in. Weird angle, but got it to go.
Pretty much hit the top of the backboard.
Miscommunication. Slaughter recovers and a layup. Lynx with a good turn of events there, only down 60-87 here. And Nicola goes down, and a foul is called.
Same kind of play, except not shooting this time after, you're going around the screen, just wait for the defender to catch up to you and run into the back, and then it's just a foul every time.
Mariel Wade checks back in here for the Lynx, as Dilly will inbound for the Wolves. She finds Stotts. Stotts guarded by Grant. Flournoy powers through the screen, no call. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Wolves.
And that was Montero jumping in the passing lane right there. Don't see her do it that often, but foul came in with the steal there.
Scott's now with it. Ball handler for the Wolves. She's handled it for most of the game now. Here's Nicola on the right side. Denny with a nice jab step, open space. Doesn't get that three-pointer to go, though. Now Wade has it. She'll go up the middle of the floor. She kicks to Montero, but Nicola reads it so well and jumps in front. Now Stott's pushing it up. 3-on-2 break. Finds Denny, and she gets it to go. And another timeout is taken here by the Wolves.
It's going to be a 30-second this time. Mostly to kind of get the sub in. 5:04 left to play here in the game. 89-60, but, I mean, really, if Cardinal Stritch doesn't make as many threes in the first half, we're right in this game. We've been playing pretty well here in the second half, really. It's just unfortunate that they had such a shooting barrage in the first.
Yeah, and the stats just don't really back up what's happening today. I mean, both teams came in averaging about 55, 56 points per game, and 89-60. Both teams have exceeded their expectations.
I mean, still 5 minutes to play, too. So, I mean, probably Cardinal Stritch will probably break that 100-point barrier, and it links, trying to get into the 80s probably.
5:04 to play here in the fourth quarter of the ladies' game as they travel to Cardinal Stritch. They're down 60-89.
And that record for Cardinal Stritch definitely deceives them. It's just like, they're coming off a hard loss to Olivet Nazarene, but as we all know, Olivet plays a different style of basketball, really fast-paced style. Just surprised that they haven't won more than just one game this year.
Slaughter goes left. Hooks her defender. Travel is called on Slaughter. Ball go back to the Wolves.
That's just a tough play from Slaughter. Just kind of gets caught up with her feet around the defender and tries to just bail herself out with a pass, but gets called for the travel first.
Nicola with it. Ball bounces out of bounds. Officials rule it Wolves ball still.
I like that our ladies are still competing for everything. I mean, we're not giving up by any means. I mean, we're still trying to get back in this ball game.
Ball tipped away by Slaughter. Stolen by the Lynx. Florney has it. Crosses over. Kicks out. Slaughter left corner. Three-pointer is up. And bang! Got it.
Like I said, staying competing. Just trying to get as many steals as we can. Just try to cut away at this lead.
Here's Nicola. Nicola on the left side. Crosses over center of the floor now. The freshman. Spins. Loses Grant. Guarded by Wade. Into the post for Denny. Denny puts it up and in. Kind of a broken defensive play there by the Lynx.
Yeah, gave Montero a taste for her own medicine, just really feeling her off. Just getting the pass just wide open to the lane.
Slaughter tries again for three. Got that one as well. 2 threes from Slaughter on 2 possessions. Lynx 66, Wolves 91 with 4:07 to play. We got a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay here, though.
Yeah, 91-66. Spencer, we're sharing the ball pretty well these last couple possessions, trying to find the open lady. And 2 back-to-back threes from Slaughter, like you said, and we're just going to try to make this one really respectable. I mean, we might not win, but we want to make it close here before the game's over.
And you want to make sure that your team still has that confidence and morale to keep plugging away at the season. It's still early in the season for the Lynx. This is just their 4th game, I believe.
Yeah, it's one of those nights where we just kind of got unlucky with the shooting barrage in the first half from Cardinal Stritch. So this is the moment in the game where you say, let's just start doing some good things so we can bring momentum into our next game as well.
We're seeing that on those last couple possessions and the steal that led to that second Slaughter 3.
I mean, we're applying some pretty good pressure off the inbound to like full court pressure.
Inbounded by the Wolves, but Florney will harass the ball handler. Double team stolen by Slaughter. Slaughter has it now on the fast break and lays it in left-handed. 68-91 is the score now in favor of the Wolves. Dilly finds Gayare. Clears out a little bit with the elbow. No call. And Florney will pick up the foul going for the steal.
Yeah, Florney probably a little bit of a frustration foul there. She definitely feels like Gayare definitely led in with that elbow, just clearing out, but they're not going to call it. Probably this late in the game, definitely not going to try to call it, but they had to call Florney for a reach-in.
And that foul will send Gayare to the free throw line as we are now in the bonus for the remainder of the game when it comes to the Wolves. 68-91 is the score with 3:40 remaining here in Milwaukee. Gayare has been great from the three-point line tonight. First free throw is off.
Definitely a flatter shot that you wouldn't expect from a three-point shooter like that. Just she barely gets it over the rim. It seems like it's a line drive shot.
Gallare's second free throw is also out. Ball's loose. Montero gets it. Now Grant. Grant will push it up the floor for Flourney. Flourney by herself. Good pass to Slaughter. Great pass to Gorham. Great ball movement.
That's really the perfect scenario there off of miss. Free throw just ran that break beautifully.
Dilly bounce passes up to Nicola. Nicola drives, kicks out. Denny gets run off the three-point line. Great help defense by Montero. Nicola left open, though. Misses the shot. Slaughter rebound. Baseball pass to Grant. Grant pushing it up now. Takes it up on Nicola. Puts up a shot. No good. But a foul is called, and she will go to the line.
Yeah, Grant probably definitely got away with an offensive foul there as well. She kind of cradled the ball and pushed off to try to get some room for that shot.
Foul is called on Nicola. That's her second. Grant will head to the free throw line for a couple free throws. Steele and Gacy check in here for Gallare and Denny. 3:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Grant's first free throw rolls out. Just a reminder, this game will be followed by about a 20-minute intermission, and then we will have the men's basketball against Cardinal Stritch.
Yeah, kind of just giving everyone a warning now. The game will probably not start at 7:30 like it was scheduled to. Probably more around 7:45 for that game.
Gacy will inbound after the made free throw by Grant. Lynx have cut the lead down to 20. Keeping it respectable, as you said, Adam.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like a 20-point lead for Cardinal Stritch as of late.
Nicola gets it up to Dilly. Dilly kind of slows things down. Nicola, center of the floor. Guarded by Grant. Bounce passes. Gacy. Guarded by Weathersby. Weathersby harassing. Dahan. Here's Gacy in the corner. She goes left. Puts up a left-handed scoop shot. No good. Ball loose. 20 seconds is back on the shot clock here for the Wolves as they get the offensive rebound. Dilly dribbles it out. Wolves just kind of dribble out the clock here. Nicola goes right. Takes up the shot. Blocked from behind by Gorham. Ball loose. Offensive rebound by Nicola, but tied up by Santavia Grant. Lake showing some good heart here.
Yeah, they're definitely showing some good heart, but I like the play from Cardinal Stritch. Get the offensive rebound. Take it out. Take 10, 15 seconds before you shoot another one. Just waste as much time as you can.
Here's Gacy. She will inbound to Dilly. Dilly drives, uncontested layup, and lays it in.
It's almost like they've gotten an open layup off of every inbound pass underneath their own basket. They're just so good at just getting an open look off of those.
Grant now pushing up for the Lynx, trying to get a quick basket. Grant, scoop shot, and in. Nice shot there by Grant.
She's definitely a shorter girl, but fearless going to that basket, just trying to get her own shot. She gets one there, plus the foul.
Montero checks back in here for Weathersby as Grant will head to the line, trying to convert the and one.
Like I said, Grant listed at 5'3", and that might be helping her by a few inches too. She's definitely a shorter girl, but fearless going to the basket.
Grant does convert the free throw. Lynx 74, Wolves 93. Gacy inbounds to Dahan. Dahan gets it out for Nicola. Nicola crosses half court, guarded by Flourney. Flourney tightly guarding her. Good screen by Dilly. Almost gets knocked away by Grant. And they call Grant for the foul on Nicola. So Nicola will head to the line here for a couple of free throws.
That's Grant's third. Really nothing to worry about here. Minute 53 left. She should likely finish out the rest of this game.
So Nicola in the bonus now are the Wolves. Nicola's first free throw is good. Lynx with Gorham, Grant, Slaughter, Montero, and Flourney on the floor. Montero rebounds. Here's Grant, gets it to Flourney. Flourney, Grant, center of the floor, dribbles left, hands off Gorham. Gorham, step back, three-pointers up, and no good. Ball is still loose, and they're going to say it's off of Montero.
Montero had great position there, just as a longer rebound than expected. Came off the rim rather awkwardly.
Gacy will inbound here for the Wolves. Nicola has it. Guarded by Grant. Grant riding some great defense. Nicola almost loses it. Goes left. Bounce passes Gacy. Gacy dribbles it out. Almost stripped by Gorham. Gacy drives. Puts it up over Slaughter. Ball is loose. Grant has the rebound. She goes up the right side now. Pushing the pace is the Lynx. Bounce passes back Gorham. Gorham drives. Absorbs some contact. Great bounce pass to Montero, who finishes.
A great find there from Gorham. Just making the defense focus on her and just dump off pass right to Montero.
1:03 left here to play in Milwaukee for the Lady Lynx. They're down 76-94. Here is Steele. She finds Gacy. Gacy finds a cutting. Dahan gets stuffed by Slaughter. Now Dilly shoots the three, and that spins out. Ball loose. Gacy with the rebound. She kicks out Nicola. She does not shoot the three. Dahan has it. Dahan picks up her dribble, guarded by Forney, finds Gacy. Gets into the post for Dilly, and charge is drawn by Grant. Nice play.
But she realizes, the height advantage inside for Cardinal Stritch. She just, I was going to stand right in front of you. As soon as contact is even absorbed a little bit, I'm falling on the ground, and it worked out for her there.
Weathersby checks in the game here for Montero. 30 seconds here to play. 2 seconds roughly between shot clock and game clock. Gorham gets it over Slaughter. Slaughter pump fakes a three. Pull up J is good. Slaughter with a nice little second half here. Here is 20 seconds left. Wolves still pushing up the floor. Here's Steele. She pulls it back out. 78-94 is the score. Gacy will dribble the ball out. So the clock will tick down, and the Lynx will not pull off a great comeback. 78-94 will be the final score here for the Lady Lynx. Tough game. There's nothing really you can do about a shooting performance like that, though.
Yeah, it was definitely a much improved second half for the Lady Lynx. Cardinal Stritch did not, shoot the lights out. I mean, we did hold them to under 100 points. I mean, they're on pace for well over that at the start of the second. But, tough loss. We got a lot of positives to go into the next game with. Yeah, our next broadcast of Lincoln College women's basketball will be on Saturday, January 16th, when the Lady Lynx and the men take on Trinity International. Our broadcast will air right here on WLNX, and that broadcast time is at 1 p.m. for the women's game and 3 for the guys. On behalf of the entire crew and my broadcast partners, Spencer Davis, this is Adam Hoffman, thanking you for joining us. Have a great evening. We'll see you in about 20 minutes or so.
The beginning of a new chapter in Lincoln College basketball.
Romine puts it up and in, and it's good! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes just won the AII Conference Championship on a buzzer beater.
Lincoln College NAIA basketball action on 89X is brought to you by Grouse Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. Your CBD store on Broadway, just off the square in Lincoln. The State Bank of Lincoln, now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company. The Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative. The United Way of Logan County. And by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln.